thought I'd explore something that comes up quite a lot in the line of work that I'm in, comes into some of the conversations, and that is spirituality and counselling. What is the difference and can they work together? So my name is Diane and I am a qualified counsellor, but I'm also a Reiki practitioner. So in my cabin here where I am, I have both. I have one end where I do counselling and tarot cards, but also down the other end I've got Reiki healing. So in my room it's quite evident that there is counselling done here, but there's also a spiritualness to this. That can come in as conversations, you know, what's the difference? Which one do I like the best? So I thought if people are asking me that, there might be more of you out there that's interested in, can they work alongside each other, or what is the difference from each other? So what does counselling offer us? The way I see it is counselling offers structure. There's a structure to it. Evidence-based techniques. There also is emotional regulation. It's a really safe place, an open space for you to share your feelings, share your experiences, and there's no judgment put on what you're bringing. It's often about sharing the experiences that you've had and how that felt for you. But go deeper. How did that feel when you were that age? Not perhaps what you're feeling now, what you were feeling at that age. In a counselling session, we can focus on the past. We can also focus on the here and now. So it's whatever you want to bring at that moment into each session. It's completely your choice. We can look at past patterns, we can look at present issues or behaviour. So there might be some behaviour that's going on that you really might want to look at, that's around you or your own. It can be a trusting relationship between two people where you can start looking at some of the internal stuff that's going on for you and has followed you from one time in your life, and you may be able to pick those patterns where you're doing it in present day. So how does spirituality feel different? How does spirituality, how does Reiki, how does tarot cards, how does my spiritual space feel different from my counselling space? For me, it feels like there's a connection, a sense of connection that's with yourself, but there's one that's also beyond yourself, that there's an unexplained connection. You don't always know what the answer is, but you can feel it somewhere. You can feel it somewhere in your body. Like there's like more of a meaning making. And we can offer things like meditation, energy healing, tarot cards, intuition, or rituals. And rituals don't have to be something really mysterious. They can be rituals that we all do. You know, you might get up and have a cup of tea. That's a ritual. Often for me, a ritual in my cabin when I'm looking at the spiritual side of connection is I'll light a candle, I will put a smudge stick round, I will be connecting, I will be asking spirit or angels to come join me. You can feel like you're giving support at a soul level. Often it can be about questions like, why am I here? What is the purpose? What's going on here? What's the point? And it can be about tapping into your intuition. It can be about tapping into the knowing, tapping back into that body, tapping back into that, what does my body feel like? What's the sensations I've got in my body? What is my body telling me? I actually feel like often a counselling and the spiritual side, they overlap. Although I keep my sessions separate and they are different, there is definitely an overlap between the two of them. They both support healing at whatever level. They both support healing, and they both support like a more self-awareness, being more self-aware of your own processes, of your own self, of what you've got going on right now, this minute, this moment. Whether it's working for you or whether it's not working for you, it's about having that self-awareness, because once we've got that self-awareness, we can then make decisions based on what we can see. Do I want to keep doing that? Do I not want to keep doing that? Also, they overlap, I feel, in they both value presence. They both value mindfulness and an emotional honesty. Counselling can really ground that spiritual experiences that we have. The spirituality can add a richness and a depth to counselling work. So you can see how they both weave in and out of the other, but actually both sessions can look and feel completely different. So when one might be more helpful than the other, I would say counselling is so helpful and useful when we're feeling overwhelmed, when we're feeling stuck, if we're feeling anxious, or if we're traumatised by something. spirituality can have a place when we're needing that deeper connection, when we're looking for that bigger, that wholer picture, when we're looking for that deeper purpose, or we're looking for that intuitive clarity. So when might one be more helpful than the other? So I would say counselling, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling anxious, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling traumatised. Whereas spirituality, if you are looking for that deeper meaning, that intuitive connection, that intuitive clarity, but actually together, they can make you feel more whole. So I would call myself an integrative counsellor, so I can help with the present day things that you are coming to me with, but also it can be linked in with your past because I'm psychodynamic, but actually my spiritual side, because I'm intuitive, I can bring that into a session as well. So there really is a place for that weaving in of both. My closing thought is, and I would really love to know what your thoughts are on this in the comments, you're allowed to explore both. There is no right or wrong. You don't have to be just in the counselling camp, or you don't have to be in the spiritual camp. You can sit with both of them. I am both. I so agree with counselling. I've had my own counselling, and yet I've got this deep, deep spiritual side. So the key, I feel, is to stay curious. Stay curious, stay grounded, stay honest to where you want to be and what you need in that moment. Be honest with yourself, what is helping you at this moment or in the future with what you need for your own self, your own growth, to be able to understand yourself and your processes more. So if this resonates with you, I'd really love to know in the comments how you've weaved both of them together, whether it's similar to me or whether it's different, or if you're just over on one side at the moment, or you're over the other side. If you might be in the spiritual side and you've not considered counselling, or you might be in the counselling side and you've not considered the spiritual side to it. I'd love to hear. And if there is somebody that you feel is struggling with, oh, well, I'm in counselling, so I can't possibly have a spiritual side running through this, or they're going the other way around, perhaps share this video with them, because my aim with doing these videos and this channel is to get out to as many people as I can. If someone's sitting in this place where they're confused with, well, can I go to counselling, but can I have a spiritual side as well? This video might help them. Okay, so share, like, subscribe, and I hope it's helped wherever you're at now. I hope it's given you something to think about, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a fabulous day, week and month.